As couples age, their relationships evolve, sometimes in unexpected ways. One of the biggest yet least talked about changes happens in the bedroom. No, not that. I'm talking about where couples sleep. At 50, should couples still share a bed? Or is it time to consider separate sleeping arrangements? The surprising truth might challenge everything you thought about: intimacy, connection, and a good night's rest. Some say sleeping apart is a sign of a failing relationship, while others swear it's the key to a healthier, happier partnership. So, what's the right answer? Stay with me as we dive deep into the science, psychology, and personal stories that will help you decide what's best for your relationship. Whether you sleep in the same bed or apart, one thing is certain: the way you handle this decision can make or break the next chapter of your love story. For decades, we've been conditioned to believe that true love means sharing a bed, no matter what. Movies, books, and even our parents have ingrained the idea that sleeping separately signals trouble in paradise. But is that really true? The reality is that sleep is one of the most important factors in our overall health and well-being. And if your sleep is suffering, your relationship might be suffering too. Snoring, restlessness, different bedtime habits. These things don't just affect your sleep. They can create frustration, resentment, and even lead to emotional distance. Studies show that poor sleep reduces patience, increases irritability, and can make even the strongest couples feel disconnected. So, what if the key to a healthier relationship isn't forcing yourselves to share a bed, but rather rethinking what it means to be a couple? The truth might surprise you. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's about physical health, emotional stability, and mental clarity. And yet many couples over 50 struggle with sleep disturbances that directly impact their relationship. Research has shown that disrupted sleep can lead to higher cortisol levels, increased stress, and a decline in overall mood regulation. In other words, if you're waking up exhausted, your body is already primed for tension, arguments, and frustration before the day even begins. Studies also show that couples who experience chronic sleep deprivation report lower levels of intimacy and higher rates of dissatisfaction in their relationship. This isn't about love. It's about biology. If your partner's snoring, tossing, or late, night habits are ruining your sleep, you're not just tired. You're biologically wired to be more impatient, reactive, and emotionally drained. The question is it worth sacrificing your health and happiness for the sake of sleeping in the same bed? There was a time when sleeping apart was considered a sign of marital trouble. But today, more couples over 50 are choosing separate sleeping arrangements, not out of resentment, but out of love. A 2017 study from the National Sleep Foundation found that 1 in 4 couples now sleep separately. And that number is rising. Why? Because they've realized that prioritizing sleep doesn't mean sacrificing intimacy. It means protecting it. When you're rested, you're more patient, affectionate, and present with your partner. Some couples report that sleeping apart actually improves their sex life, as they no longer associate the bed with stress, frustration, or sleep deprivation. Others say that having separate beds or even separate rooms makes the moments they do share in bed more intentional and special. Could it be that the secret to a stronger relationship isn't about forcing closeness, but redefining it? Let's be real. Making the decision to sleep separately can feel scary. Many couples fear that it signals emotional distance or the beginning of a slow decline in their relationship. After all, Isn't sharing a bed supposed to be a symbol of love and unity? But here's the truth. A strong relationship is not built on sleeping in the same bed. It's built on connection, communication, and mutual understanding. Some couples sleep side by side every night but feel emotionally miles apart, while others sleep separately yet feel deeply connected and fulfilled. What really matters is not whether you share a bed, but whether you share a bed, but whether you are making an effort to nurture your bond in other ways. Do you spend quality time together? Do you communicate openly about your needs? Are you prioritizing affection and intimacy regardless of where you sleep? If the answer is yes, then separate sleeping arrangements won't weaken your relationship. They'll strengthen it. That being said, not every couple struggles with sharing a bed. In fact, for some, sleeping together is a source of comfort, security, and deeper intimacy. Studies suggest that couples who naturally synchronize their sleep cycles, going to bed and waking up at the same time, often experience stronger emotional bonds and greater relationship satisfaction. Physical closeness at night releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which promotes feelings of safety, trust, and attachment. If you and your partner both sleep well together, there's no reason to change a good thing. But if you constantly wake up exhausted, frustrated, or distant, then it's time to reconsider whether sharing a bed is actually benefiting your relationship. The key is to recognize that what works for one couple may not work for another. And that's perfectly okay. If you're struggling with sleep and considering separate sleeping arrangements, the conversation can feel awkward or even hurtful. You don't want your partner to feel rejected or unloved. The key is framing the conversation around health, well-being, and mutual happiness. Instead of saying, I don't want to sleep with you anymore, try, I love you, and I want us both to get the best sleep possible so we can be happier and healthier together. Make it clear that this is not about emotional distance, but about prioritizing quality rest for the sake of your relationship. If your partner is hesitant, suggest trying it for a week to see if it makes a difference. Approach the topic with kindness and reassurance, emphasizing that your love and intimacy will not suffer. In fact, they may even improve. Here's the good news. Sleeping apart doesn't mean sacrificing closeness. There are many creative ways to maintain connection while still prioritizing restful sleep. Some couples choose to sleep in separate rooms during the work week, but together on weekends. Others find that investing in a bigger bed, noise machines, or separate blankets makes a huge difference in improving sleep without needing to sleep apart. Another option is cuddle and retreat, where you go to bed together, spend time cuddling, and then one partner moves to another space once the other falls asleep. The key is to find a balance that allows both partners to feel loved, supported, and well rested. It's not about sleeping together or apart. It's about finding what makes your relationship thrive. Ultimately, the question isn't should couples sleep together or apart at 50. It's what helps our relationship flourish. Every couple is different. If sleeping together works for you, that's wonderful. If sleeping apart improves your well-being, that's just as valid. There is no right answer, only what makes you both happiest. What matters most is that you and your partner are communicating, respecting each other's needs, and making decisions that nurture your bond rather than strain it. Your love isn't defined by whether you share a bed. It's defined by the care, kindness, and connection you bring to each other every day. At the end of the day, what truly sustains a relationship isn't whether you sleep side by side. It's whether you wake up every day choosing to love and support each other. Whether you sleep together or apart, what matters most is the effort you put into your relationship. Prioritize open communication, spend quality time together, and ensure that both of you feel heard, valued, and appreciated. The surprising answer to this age-old question, love isn't about where you sleep. It's about how you live, love, and care for one another. So, whether your partner is next to you or down the hall, the most important thing is that your relationship continues to grow, deepen, and bring you joy. What do you think? Do you believe that sleeping apart can strengthen a relationship? Or do you think sharing a bed is essential for intimacy? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've made it this far, drop in the comments to show that you value love, kindness, and a relationship that grows stronger with time.